Hello, everybody, and welcome to the next match of the Zelda 1 Randomizer 2025 Winter Tournament. Today we have a quarterfinals match between jessandy8 and Syscrusher. I am Elso, and I'm joined here in the booth by CD Improv.
Hi, Elsa. How are you doing today?
I am ready to do fake math.
Okay, I'm ready for you to do all the fake math in the world, and keeping us up to date on the items we missed while doing the fake math is Crump, our tracker, who is awesome.
Yes.
Though, oddly enough, one of the people I played board games with on Saturday night was a math teacher at a college.
Ooh.
Yeah, he made a face when I told him I really didn't like math.
What would you rather have, math or... Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Math or what?
Mint.
Math. But speaking of math, for those who enjoy these lovely and wonderful things like Race Time GG rankings, so Syscrusher and jessandy8 are a literal 2 points apart.
And in the racing statistics, they've had 214 races, which means there's 2 2s, and there's a 4, and there's a 1. So when you put all of that together, we're starting in the grave.
Yeah, this is a desert. I'm sorry. We're both going to do the screen scroll over to see that we have what is a power bracelet on the coast. So that part's pretty cool, but this is one of those start screens you're just going, all right, I can't die on the overworld, because if you do, it's going to take a very long time to get back to where you were. Unless you were in the Deadwoods. That part's easy.
Or if there's an any road, like, conveniently located and anywhere near the start.
Recorder blocks?
I mean, if you find another any road and it takes you there, sure.
Well, we got an 83 rupee large secret. Okay, this will be fine. We could maybe buy a candle with that.
I mean, given the candle's range is anywhere from 40 to 80, I would hope so.
Well, we might hit a door repairs, like mean people that take our money simply because we came to visit them. Or we're going to find an 89 rupee key and 90 rupee arrows in the blue ring store.
I mean, to be fair, if a random person just broke into your house, I'm pretty sure you would charge them a door repair fee.
I mean, I have knives. I think they'd be a little bit more worried about me doing something worse than stealing their money.
That's fair. Assuming the cats don't just start attacking.
Oh no, they growl, and then they hide under the couch because they don't know what to do. But hey, look, speaking of any roads that are sort of near our start screen, we've got Death Mountain, we've got Lost Woods.
We have the... Oh, that's a recorder spot taken out.
I mean, that's helpful. And they're sort of, maybe kind of close to where we need to be. You just have to do a little bit of shenanigans and stuff. All right, Jess is about to find the any roads as well.
So that one in the Deadwoods at the northwest corner of the Deadwoods is kind of nice. Also, Death Mountain's nice too.
Yeah, we're happy about the Death Mountain. You know, Vanilla 2 is also acceptable because we can go check a couple of Armoses, which is what Jess is going to do right now if she can make it down the stairs.
And
Syscrusher finds level 4.
Well, that was one of the numbers that we mentioned earlier, so that's okay. Oh, look, it's slider blocked.
Well, maybe there's another way to go. We are on the very bottom row of the dungeon, so I think we see Syscrusher walk out, walk back in, and go, okay, can I go anywhere? And then be sad when we can't get in before everything murders us.
I don't know. The Thermos might say, no, you just go away now.
All right, 34 rupee for the medium is not terrible. Jess, meanwhile, is checking a bunch of caves. She's also going to get 34 rupees. So, look, they're almost at the same number.
I think there's a door repair difference between them.
I'm not doing the math. I'm not doing the math on that. That's what you're here for.
And 19 for the small secret.
Yay! Ooh, 19 for the small is actually really good, because that is 1 away from maximum small. As we get 119 rupee bait, we're not buying that.
How about a 78 rupee candle?
Yeah. I mean, we kind of have to buy that because other than the candle in the candle shop, as we're going back in for bombs, other than the candle in the candle store, we probably don't have an easy way to get a candle, and some of our levels might be underneath a bush.
But, I mean, they're totally just going to be able to find the red candle, right?
I mean, now when it pops up as the Armos item, nope, it's just his recorder.
Well, Jess is happy.
Yes, this is where people... Oh, she's going to take an unfortunate death, but I don't think she cares. She can now also check what is on our start screen.
Yep. And it will be...
She's very happy. She did the dance.
Nothing.
Is it going to open? Oh, rude. All right, so she's headed straight for Recorder Lake, which I kind of appreciate. And the open caves that are on this side of the world.
And potentially the southwest corner also.
Yeah, and there's Nenny Road over here to the left. So, you know, we still have a lot of access. Syscrusher with his bot bombs is going to find out that there is nothing up there. He really wants the heart.
Well, on half a heart, it makes sense that you'd want to go and get the heart.
Well, I mean, yeah, also, he's dancing with Octorox trying to get the screen scroll off. There he goes. He's going to be able to burn the bushes over here. Jess is doing some recordering. Apparently, Recorder Lake was bupkis.
We find another small secret for Syscrusher, and no sword yet.
I mean, we got a recorder and a candle. I think we're okay. Maybe, possibly.
Can we smack enemies on the head with the recorder?
I would imagine. It's hard and made of metal.
I thought that was the wand was hard and made of metal.
Both. And there was just thunder outside of my apartment. I was unaware that that was going to be a thing today, as Jess is going to find the wand, speaking of which, as the white sword item, which is recorder blocked.
Well, now you just need a whole bunch of hearts.
And if you're Syscrusher, you need the recorder as well. But he's now on the right side of the world to be able to go get it from the Armos where it is hiding.
Jess has acquired more money.
Yay! Now, Jess, as she works her way over this direction towards vanilla level, well, not vanilla level 1, vanilla wood sword cave, is going to eventually find that candle shop. She'll be able to have a weapon that will do damage to things on this overworld.
I still like the idea of turning the ladder into a weapon where you just pop enemies with it and it stuns them.
Yeah, like a little mini boomerang. I highly enjoy that idea. Alright, Syscrusher's gonna find some more money. Jess is headed in the direction of Death Armos, and there wasn't really anything important in this cave, but we gotta dodge those darknets anyway.
We'll find level 4, but also immediately find the ladder block.
Yeah, well, I don't know. Syscrusher didn't get the chance to actually pirouette this door, so I'm wondering if maybe if we don't die, if Jess will be able to, because there is a small chance that there's a way around the ladder block. Syscrusher is going to find another bomb shop. He's headed down towards the coast cave, which we know doesn't have the sword. So at this point, we've got... Nope, it doesn't pirouette. So yeah, we are in fact ladder blocked in 4.
Oh, we have a high chance of the stupid Death Mountain Cave being the sword.
Yeah, stupid Death Mountain Cave, waterfall, and we haven't seen what in the vanilla game is a lot of potion shops, I think, or casinos. Casino Corner, all the way in the top northeast. Yeah.
Because you have the casino in the tree, and then above that you have the 100 secret, and then you have the ladder, and then next to that you have a candle store in vanilla. Plus, don't forget your power bracelet spot that you can't access right now because you don't have a power bracelet.
Here comes the candle pickup for Jess, and she still has 145 rubies, so she's also going to go ahead and pick up some bombs. Now, Syscrusher is able to get the recorder and not take a death to the Armos. He's going to be able to check this corner of the world. Jess is going to go back to start, but at least she's got a candle, and on her way back through the Deadwoods is going to be able to burn a bunch of these things open as we find another candle store on Syscrusher's side. He's going to buy some more highway robbery bombs, though.
Yeah, I don't like that bomb price.
I don't like that bomb price either, but I like the fact that he's getting to spend the money as opposed to, you know, paying the mugger who broke into your house, you know, paying the person whose house you broke into.
Wait, hold on. No, you're paying the mugger. Well, I mean, paying the mugger that broke into your house would make sense.
Paying them to go away? We're now bribing people? Yeah, but
no. They break into your house and you're like, here, have some money. Just go away.
All right, potions letter for Jess. Syscrusher is getting closer to this top northeast corner. And yeah, I am rooting for that silly open cave next to vanilla level 9 because that is one of my favorite places for the sword to be. Favorite because it is really annoying as Syscrusher finds level 7 up in the northeast corner.
So will we need to do 7 today?
Yes.
Okay.
No yawning.
Hey.
This is against the rules. Why are we yawning? So 7 isn't going to pirouette straight ahead. I don't know if we saw anything to. I don't think we saw anything to the left.
Wait, there was a roll against yawning?
Yes, because it made me yawn. But hey, look, we did find a pokey weapon. So Syscrusher is the first of our runners to the sword.
And
now do
for
we
what
go
it's worth,
back
the
into
left.
7?
For what it's worth, the left in there. Room in 7, Syscrusher did not attempt to bomb any of the walls, and there was no staircase. But why do that when you can just do level 5?
Well, level 5 is probably better than 7, maybe. Oh yeah, look at this. We got a rupee boss. 1 room in. We could like farm up enough to buy 4 more packs of those really, really expensive bombs, or find the transport staircase immediately.
Yep. Rule of 5 is in effect.
Well, it's either going to be a transport staircase with tanky bats, or it's going to be an absolutely useless item. And oh, this is a great room to be in, but Syscrusher's doing a good job of using half-tile combat against the Lionels. As long as you stay, nice clock, as long as you stay on the right side of the block, the Lionels can't actually shoot you.
Yeah. Something about Link's hitbox.
Yes. Hey, Jess is going to find level 1. Under a burn bush over near the raft spot.
Tanky keys automatically make the scene terrible.
Yeah, well, okay. Until you get away.
Okay. So,
Well,
not only do you have a bait block, but you have 2 locked doors on top of that.
Yeah. That is definitely a thing. This is, unfortunately for Jess, this is not a level 1 that she's going to be able to take on right away. There is a ladder in 5. Ooh. We can now climb things.
We can now go get the power bracelet.
Do we need it?
I don't know.
Maybe. At some
We
point.
can get it.
I mean, if you're Jess, so now if you're Jess, having seen that information in level 1, do you go ahead and buy bait when you find cheap bait and not that really, really expensive bait?
I think you do.
Okay, Jess is going to find her second large secret, which is going to give her a ton of money to work with at the moment. And yeah, the main difference right now is that Jess took an unfortunate death when she made it over to the Armas that had the recorder, because it meant that it's going to take her a little bit longer to get back to that sword that's hiding all the way in the top of the map. Syscrusher doing some amazing jobs stabbing down all these bunnies, Lionels, and other stuff. Oh, don't hug them.
But the bunnies just want to hug.
But the bunnies hurt. I mean, hugs should not hurt. Hugs should not hurt. I'm sorry. That is like a written rule of life. Hugs should not be painful.
Well, I mean, the bunnies don't realize how powerful they are.
The bunnies are powerful. Okay.
Yes. I mean, they are ghosts.
Okay. Hey, there's an 89 rupee key and some arrows. Jess is not going to buy the arrows.
And honestly, Syscrusher's gotten a lot of keys out of this 5.
I know, this is really nice. So when Jess gets up here, gets her sword out of that top northeast corner, she's going to be able to get a bunch of those keys as well. So I'm not super worried about keys. I'm just kind of concerned about whether or not we're going to find affordable bait.
That's assuming we even need to go into level 1.
Good. Oh, black clip from Syscrusher. I mean, it's level 1. There's 2 items and a heart in there. And you know what? We're probably going to need all of the Triforces.
I predict we're going to need 6.
Well, I mean, you'd probably want to dig 1 before you go dig 7.
Yes, unless it requires a whole bunch of keys and a bait.
Yeah, but there has to be cheap bait here somewhere, and Jess currently has 236 rupees. She's also screen scrolling in the direction of levels 5, 7, and her sword. There's
Speaking
the
of
map
level 5,
of
here's
level
map.
5.
It's a box.
I was gonna say, if you've played Flamecraft, the board game, this is like the head of one of the dragon meeples. Oh, hi Spiky, how you doing?
I have not
No! He's got the recorder, I forgot!
Spiky is going to die.
Yeah, Spiky's in a room that can drop things.
And drop the key.
In this case, well, alright, we'll take a key. Violina in chat is saying a flower pot. I like the flower pot idea. Jess is gonna see level 7 and go get her sword.
We'll see if Jess decides to dig level 7, but does need to get into 5. Syscrusher gets a bomb pack. That's worth 35 rupees.
It's very expensive explosives today. I could make a joke, but it would be political, and that would be unfortunate.
That Stalfos is rich.
Yeah, he was eating bombs. He was smuggling them out of the country.
Oh,
Looks like
dear.
Jess is gonna go back into 7. You know, I don't actually dislike this. We never got to see what was in 7. This looks like
Yep.
a transport staircase.
It cannot be
maybe
because
not.
of the shutter door.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Here's some more stout votes. There is a bomb upgrade for Syscrusher. It is 116 rupees.
Well, that's another plus for Jess, is being able to find level 7, and after she finishes 7, as long as she has a bomb, she's going to be able to find level 5. She's got the money to buy the bomb upgrade.
And we got a... Oh!
We got a... we're going back to
Okay.
start. Yeah.
And we got a Gliok for Sys.
He's doing a great job of fighting this, though. He's staying the heck out of the way of the fireball, using the sword beams to his advantage.
And now the head is flying around.
Well, I mean, you gotta do that as well. To answer a question in chat, Syscrusher left level 7 because it was level 7, and at the time he didn't have a sword.
Also, did not want to spend one of his 2 bombs to try to get into level 7. And Syscrusher is going to leave level 5 silvers on the floor in 7.
Oh my gosh, that's great. All right,
Oh,
we definitely we can leave 7 now. Like,
Yeah.
object acquired, peace out. We're done in 7. Let's go to 5 for Jess.
So if this is anything other than any Triforces, this could get really bad for Syscrusher.
Yes, because what is going to force you back into that level 7? Like, you know, you don't want to go back into 7.
Nope.
Someone in chat is saying it's not great for chat. Yes, it is. This is the sort of stuff that chat loves.
Chad always loves chaos.
Oh yeah, chat always roots for chaos. It's you know, one of the things that makes them happy. Oh boy, careful, Jess.
I would say chaos, pandemonium, and Discord, but one of those 3 things sometimes is a little bit mean.
One of those things is also a computer program that breaks all the time. Syscrusher,
Exactly.
meanwhile, is done in level 5 for right now. He's going to go over in the direction of vanilla level 5. Jess does the same block clip really, really well that we saw Syscrusher do on his side. Because, yeah, this room, you get shuttered in, but you get a map, and it looks like a teapot.
Yep. Apparently, at least one person in chat wants the game, chaos, and bunnies.
Okay. I mean, we've already had quite a lot of bunnies. We've already had a decent amount of chaos with those silvers being on the floor in level 7. So, I think this is acceptable. Syscrusher, fine,
boy.
level 9.
Here we go. How many do we need? Survey says it is 7 units!
Oh, it's
Oh,
split
boy.
the difference. Okay.
Now, this is interesting because you're probably more motivated to go dig 8 than you are 7. The question is, do you dig 6 or 7?
Well, I think what could definitely help out is that there is a book, maybe somewhere out there, that he will run into, and that could also narrow down, like, you know, you could get the hints in 9 if they exist. Or it could tell you in a random dungeon that there are silver arrows somewhere in 7.
You could also buy the hints.
Yeah, I could buy the hints as well. But, I mean, Syscrusher at the moment is fairly broke.
And Jess is going to buy the bomb upgrade for +4.
I mean, +4 is pretty good. Those are some very expensive bombs today. Here comes the
Syscrusher is
world
now
wrap.
going to world wrap. And no, Spikey's going to die again.
He's guarding a key. It's fine.
Have we considered telling Spikey to stop guarding things that the runners want?
Stop playing for the enemy team? I don't know. I don't know that you can just tell a bad guy to stop being a bad guy.
Oh, we'll just
I don't
offer
think
him
it
tiny,
works that
cute,
way.
adorable feet, and then he'll stop.
Nope, doesn't seem like that's gonna work. But Jess, meanwhile, is gonna refill her bomb capacity and continue. Now, we didn't see the item here in 5, and to answer a question in chat, no, Syscrusher didn't have the wand when he went in that direction, so, not the wand. He did not have the recorder when he went in the direction of the wand, so he's not gonna find that for a while. And yeah, we did. 5 is ladder. Huh.
I mean, technically, he
more
didn't have the wand
caffeine.
either.
Yeah, he didn't have the wand either, but the wand isn't required to see the wand.
But that would be interesting if non-required items can block themselves.
That'd be funny. I mean, I think it would give Fred headaches, and there'd be lots of Sons of Monkeys going on.
Yes.
Alright, so here we go. We're gonna find the wand at a staircase. I
And
forgot for a
that's the
minute
ladder.
that's what was in here. Ladder. Yeah.
Too many wands.
I've been awake for far too long today. It's fine.
Yeah. A friend of mine actually, they were trying this out, and they were like, why does the wand hitbox hit, like, in the next country?
because it's amazing and fantastic. Now, the weird part is we didn't actually see Syscrusher pull the Triforce out of level 5. I'm trying to remember what made him leave.
I'm curious if it was just
There's
combat.
Mags.
Are we going to hold with a magical sword?
Well, at the moment, we don't have nearly enough hearts for that. And I
That's
think that
okay.
was a hint cave.
We got a lot of seed in front of us.
And somebody in chat is saying they're very happy that the runners are not using fun percent.
But fun percent is fun. It's in the name.
I know, especially when the Moldorms end up being made up of like magical swords, and you have this little cascading magical sword Moldorm on your screen. There's the Triforce for Jess at level 5. Syscrusher, meanwhile, is whistling the desert. Now, Syscrusher, when he does get back down into the Deadwoods area, will be able to pick up the... Well, actually, is he at 6? Hold on. Nope. He might
at
not.
5.
He's at 5. He has a really good chance of being able to pick up the wand that is the white sword item.
Also, my favorite fun percent is still Oops All Meat.
Yeah. Okay. Oops All Meat is definitely amusing.
You just bonk enemies on the head with different variants of meat.
Mm-hmm.
This one's
and
exploding.
It turns different colors, which is highly entertaining.
Yes.
Hey, there's the cheap bait. It's underneath the power bracelet spot next to the fairy fountain.
Syscrusher's not going to buy it because he doesn't know it's probably needed for level 1.
I mean, he's got enough money right now to be able to do it, and he's headed in the direction of where level 1's going to be found. So he's going to burn recorder here, do a couple more burn spots, and hopefully be able to go back and be like, all right, I got to buy this for level 1. Because level 1 is bait and key blocked. 2 key doors behind a bait block.
But first, we're going to look at level 8.
It is a kind of gross-looking greeny mustard color.
Yeah, I like my mustard on my sandwiches, not on my walls of my dungeons.
Now this looks like a really chunky cartoon dragon.
Yes.
Oh,
I was
what's
right.
it? Yay, we found them, and a very well-timed clock for Syscrusher.
Looks like they are -1 on the HP roll, which doesn't really do much once you get a white sword.
Yeah, I mean, they're just gonna poof.
They're gonna poof.
They're gonna poof. And you get a better sword. They just go poof, like the magicians that they are.
The buyers don't die to a wood sword. That's not surprising.
Well, I mean, yeah, they did not roll down. Oh, it's this room in this version, which will have nothing in it, but it is a shutter door, so we clear it. Jess is gonna buy the cheap bait.
In the waterfall. Don't go chasing waterfalls.
Oh my goodness. I do not know how I feel about that right now. So, Jess is on her way to find out that level 9 is going to require 7 Triforces today. Syscrusher is going to get hugged by a Wizrobe.
That's all I know of the song. I can't sing the rest of it. Sorry.
Terrible mustardy gross color that is blocked by, I don't know, Wizrobes. Sorry, I was about to answer a question in chat. So, someone in chat saying, don't ever see him going into 7. If the 8 is full of Wizrobes, there's a chance you go back to 7 to get your 7th Triforce.
Yeah. Syscrusher is
I mean,
going to find...
we are 22 minutes in. There is still a lot of race that can occur. Because, yeah, that 8 is full of Wizrobes. The shape is really, really terrible. But then that's when the game is going to be like, haha, I'm throwing a bow into level 8, so you have to go here anyway.
Have I done online math? Maybe.
He's done math. We did math about their numbers in race time, and then Syscrusher found 4 first.
Yep. And as we all know,
Jess
2 plus 2 is 4.
Yep, and Jess is going to go give us a look to see whether or not she can pick up the white sword wand with the 5 hearts as Syscrusher gets his potions letter.
Although, if folks would like more math, I can provide more math.
Can I mute myself first? Hey, Jess is able to pick up that wand, so this is really good in every dungeon that doesn't have Wizrobes in it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sadly, Wizards are in dungeons.
I know. It's a shame that they're not in the overworld right now. All right, so let's see. Jess is maybe going back in the direction of level 1. I think that would make perfect sense. Syscrusher is also able to pick up the wand, so there's a very nice surprise for Syscrusher. And yeah, guys, give it a second. When you hit a couple more buttons in the SG tracker, the tracker tends to eat some of the inputs.
Yep. Syscrusher is going to pick up some more money. Syscrusher will be less broke now, as just finds level 3.
Okay, level 3 is good. It's a bright, bright green.
By the power of green! And the Gyptos seem to be rather squishy, although Jess gets squished by the Gyptos.
Okay, sorry, I had to make sure that the car alarm outside was not my car. Okay, level green. We like level green. And it's full of mummies who, you know, will go very, very easily down to this wand, so that's good.
So with the mummies going down to the wand, we're rewarded with the key.
Okay, we take that. Syscrusher's gonna go back into level 4. We were ladder blocked in here, so we didn't see much of it.
Yep.
Now, Syscrusher's up to 154 rupees, which means that eventually when he works his way around to find level 1 under a burn bush and sees the bait and key block, he's probably going to go back and buy bait.
That's a level shape.
Oh, this is lovely. This is, See, I'm thinking of a random cartoon, or, you know what, Toucan Sam from Fruit Loops. Or like one of his little nephews or whatever.
I'm okay with the Toucan Sam relative.
Yeah. Here's the map of level 3.
That's just a jar.
A jar? Okay. Is it a broken jar?
Yes.
Okay.
It's either a broken jar or it's, I don't know.
I don't know, but now people are saying that it's a dragon from Atari Adventure. We've got an outboard motor on a boat. Or a TV wall mount. As we find the staircase in level 4, and we get my red ring. Yay!
That's a good item.
I mean, it's a fantastic item.
I've heard it's a favorite of one of the people here.
I mean, what other item in the game lets you just walk face first into all the things trying to kill you, and you just go, ah!
Clearly you need the gold ring.
Oh, I'm pretty okay with a red ring.
Okay.
I mean, it's a good color. It's got a great sprite. We got the compass here for Jess. Now, Jess hasn't seen the item here in level 3, so we keep looking. Especially since this is all things that are dying very quickly to the wand.
Yes.
Now, I know I'm not the only person hoping that the Triforce in this level 4 is all the way at the top in the little dash column in the bird's nose.
Yes. That would be good.
I think that would be funny. Here comes... He had to have picked something up out of this room.
Probably just like a key, given that Syscrusher's up to 7 keys and Jess is up to 6.
I know! It's yeah, I think this is perfectly okay. And look, there's 8 for Syscrusher.
Jess is gonna go hunt down the item in level 3.
It's on the other side of the key door. Look, there's another key for Syscrusher just sitting in the middle of this moat room in 4. Here comes the item.
But is it the heart or is it the actual item?
I don't know. What if it's both?
The ghost heart could be the actual item. See, now we just gotta look for another heart.
Alright, so Jess has 6 hearts now. Syscrusher still has 5, but he's got a red ring, so he can just face tank all the things.
Yeah. Like that.
Yeah. Just be like, okay, I'm fine. This did not hurt.
Oh, look, another ladder block.
Yay! I mean, it's almost like the ladder was necessary, especially since it's guarding the Triforce.
Syscrusher is going to elect leave. I have not seen a floor item here for Jess, but it looks like Jess is at least going to go pick up this Triforce to go back to start and get a health refill.
Another key door. So in between these 2 rooms, the staircase room and this room, because this is level 3, which can have a floor drop in a reverse C, there is a shoot room. There's the book.
The book. The book. A book is on fire.
I thought the book set us on fire.
I mean, the book has to be on fire to start the fires.
Okay, sure. Syscrusher is going to find level 1 and very quickly realize that he is bait and key blocked. As Jess gets her Triforce on level 3.
Yep. And level 3 was way up in the middle of nowhere. Jess is going to go back in.
Okay. Wait, why is Jess going back in?
Potentially a hint?
Oh,
okay, the hint
I
was right
like
here.
this. This is good. Aquamentus is by a lake. Thanks, we knew that. Oh, Syscrusher's going to use one of his keys and he's going to find even more key doors, but it turns out that bait is not going to be completely required.
Yeah, you should be able to get around it. Although Jess
I'm a
has it, so
little
it might end up saving some keys in the long term.
Yeah, I know. Look at all these key doors in level 1. This is crazy. Oh, hints!
Oh, but Jess doesn't have enough to buy them all! But Jess does have a recorder, so if you get some money, you just record her back here, be able to free, and then give the hints.
Yeah, I think this is a good plan.
In fact, Jess might actually do that after finishing out Death Mountain.
Well, I mean, especially with level 3 up here, she's got the Triforce. She might find a few more secrets kind of hiding in a cave. That is a banana on the floor of level 1. We need some monkey emotes in chat, please.
Monkey. Legalize Game Genie.
Well, in this case, he's eating vanilla ice cream. There's a heart on the floor of 1.
Let's just find some more money. And here's the save. We're probably going to see some hints.
I think this is a good idea. She's got the recorder. She can record her to 3. Or we're gonna, there's an any road up here that'll take us actually all the way up towards level 3. It's the screen at the top of the stairs.
Yep.
On the west side. Here's the map of level 1 for Syscrusher with the ladder and the wand. He's in absolutely no danger from the Lenmos, but then he goes, wait, I don't have to kill you. I've already seen everything else that's over here.
This looks like a tiny little fish.
A little fish? Okay.
It's a little fish.
Ah, little fish could be fun. Alright, so Syscrusher's gonna have to use another key, but with 9 keys, I don't think he's worried. Gliok returns with the bow. That is the only hint that Jess really needed.
And now Jess knows that she's got to go into level 8, which means Syscrusher will be going back to 8.
Oh, but let's hope he goes to 7 first.
That's the question. But
I mean, without the book and without that information, if I'm Syscrusher, I go back into 7 because 7 wasn't full of whiz robes, and that would get him his silver arrows.
But Jess doesn't know where level 8 is yet.
She hasn't found it. It's the power bracelet spot down next to the vanilla wood sword screen as Syscrusher finds the raft.
Waft!
It could be useful as somebody in chat is very, very sad to see this.
But we like the raft.
Some of us like the raft. Not everybody does.
So here's the question. Is the raft just a bunch of bratwurst strung together, or is it Hebrew National hot dogs?
I used to live in Rhode Island, so I'm going to say Soggin's hot dogs. As Syscrusher picks up the Triforce at a level 1. They are all natural casing, really, really delicious, and yeah. Very expensive, actually. They're really good. I like them.
If I ever find myself in Rhode Island again, which is not very likely.
So Jess is going to go into level 4 now, by the way.
Yep. This makes sense, as Syscrusher is going to go to the raft spot and find a heart container.
But instead, we're going to take a potion, because we already have a red ring, which means we have a gazillion hearts.
No, at least one of the raft spots was useful.
Yes, but the person who dislikes the raft decided to go to dinner, so...
Is the booing for the raft or for the Hebrew National hot dogs?
I'm not sure. We'd have to ask Putz. Alright, so Syscrusher's going to burn the rest of Candle Row. Let's see. Still outstanding as far as dungeons level 2 and level 6.
Yep. We know we need at least one of them. Potentially
we're kind of hoping for 2 unless 6 has a Triforce Wonderman.
Oh yeah, we wouldn't need anything out of 6 because the items left are the white sword, the red candle, the magic key, the magic boomerang, and the coast heart.
Apparently, the booing was for the fact that Chess Jerk took a potion out of the cave. Good clock for Jess right before she gets eaten by a pancake. That was very good timing.
So I suggested pancake armor to the person that is often our DM.
Okay.
And
Hey,
naturally... Well, level 6 is not on a raft spot. It's just going to get the red ring.
Again,
And
you're not unhappy to see this. But anyway, sorry, DM, pancake armor.
So, naturally, my older brother, who also likes to play in our group, immediately thought of, okay, so let's go find a homeless gnome and just put the pancake armor on him and then just chuck him at the enemies.
Alright.
Because then you have the perfect tank.
To answer your question in chat, Syscrusher hasn't found level 3 yet. Jessandy did.
Yep. And Syscrusher also has not gotten the Triforce at a level 5, even though we've seen where that is.
Yes, and he did, in fact, both of our runners have seen 9. They know where it is.
Now, here's the real question if you're Syscrusher.
Jess, go get the key. There you go.
Once you find whichever of 2 or 3 you find first, do you bother looking for the other, or do you go ahead and just go to 7 and 8 because you know where those dungeons are?
Well, if we're rooting for Syscrusher to get the silvers before getting into 9 and getting the hint, then we're definitely going to hope that he goes to the levels he knows where they are.
The Waffle Helmet will be implemented when Waffle House comes to Hyrule.
There are some scary stories about eating at a Waffle House, let me say.
Well, considering that it's used as a way to tell how bad an actual storm is by if the Waffle House closes.
Oh, more about the fact that, the staff, gets in fistfights with the customers.
Yeah. Waffle House is an experience.
I have never been. I'm pretty okay with that. Meanwhile, Syscrusher working his way through level 6. This is the same enemy set that we saw earlier. This is really good because this wand is just going to shred everything.
Jess has picked up the heart out of level 4.
I mean, we might get to see a max chance, though. I don't think she's burned that part of the forest just yet. Jess is headed in the direction of the Triforce.
Doma creeps along the river. That's a good hint for Jess.
Yes, that actually really is.
That's going to give Jess knowledge of where level 6 is, which means Jess will only be missing levels 2 and 8.
Well, 8 is the one she really, really needs to find. So I don't know that we necessarily see Jess, full clear a 6 before she finds level 8.
Yeah. Now, Jess might say, okay, I'm just going to get a Triforce in here and get out, because the items in 6... the White Sword is probably the best case scenario, although Syscrusher is running low on keys.
Look at all the keys that this level 6 has actually been eating. Good ladder clip from Jess. Still no item here in 6 for Syscrusher. Oh. Spiky, what are you doing? Triforce pickup out of level 4 for Jessandy8. She is up to 3 of her required 7 Triforces.
If you told me Spiky worked at a Waffle House, I would believe you.
What would Spiky be doing in a Waffle House? Hey, look, we get a key return.
Making pancakes.
A giant saw blade is going to make pancakes. Jess is headed back in the direction of level 1.
Well, actually, no. Spiky probably just works for a construction company.
There's the Triforce in 6. Now, Syscrusher, without a couple of the very important items in this game, he's going to go and dig a little bit more. Oh,
that's
we're
a
gonna
level.
get the map. That's great. Jess is gonna get the bait out of her inventory.
Yep. Also, note that Spiky was guarding the Triforce in 6.
Yeah, he makes questionable decisions all the time, and Yumi in chat is saying that level 6 is shaped like a super soaker.
I'm okay with this.
Okay, we got a heart in a staircase. We don't know yet if that is the floor item, or the floor heart, or the coast heart.
Oh, I distinctly remember I only got to use super soakers once.
Really?
Yeah. One of the downsides of having gone to a smaller school was that we didn't have a whole lot of water parties very often, so when we did, we made them count.
Oh, I see. Oh, we got a mugger in level 6. Syscrusher's gonna go ahead and pay him the heart that we just picked up out of the staircase.
Good help.
We're gonna find a hint guy who's like, help, I'm stuck in level 6.
I mean, if Jess does dig level 6, we might see a thing, depending on if Jess kills the spiky.
Yeah, but what kind of hints do we still need?
Jess would like the hint for where level 8 is. Magical boomerang!
True. Oh, magical boomerang in level 6. Okay.
That is not a dig you feel good about.
No, that's like, really? But this is actually, so if you take away the fact that this is very linear level 6, this isn't a large level.
Welcome on in, everybody, from SpeedGaming 4. We are in the middle of watching the Zelda 1 Randomizer quarterfinals between jessandy8 and Syscrusher. Both runners have 3 Triforces, but Jess has a plethora more information than Syscrusher has.
Yes, Jess was able to get the book out of level 3, which Syscrusher hasn't found yet, but he's headed in the direction of Death Mountain, so he will hopefully get there eventually.
And I think Jess is just going to take the Triforce here, regardless of she's seen the boomerang or not.
Yeah, she's already gotten the raft, so, like, she's got the raft power bracelet, recorder, and ladder. She knows that there are no other items blocking her from the Triforce, and the bow is in level 8, so she's gone. She's immediately going to do a raft check and find the take any that we saw a little bit earlier. Syscrusher, meanwhile, is going to clear out the grave and then hopefully head to Death Mountain, where he'll find level 3.
Everybody gets one.
Yay!
Oh, Jess is going to take motion too.
It makes sense to me. She's got enough hearts. She's got a red ring. You know, we've already got the white sword item, and you don't really want to have to go buy a potion if you don't have to.
So it looks like we're going to see Jess finish out Candle Row.
Okay, yeah, she got stopped here earlier when she found level 1. Now this will send Jess in the direction of level 6. She does need to get the Triforce. She needs a couple more Triforces.
Oh, Jess has already done Candle Row. I don't actually know when Jess goes back to that power bracelet spot.
And she can't find anything else. Because again, she's got all of the overworld blocking items, so all she really needs to do is find level 8 and a couple more Triforces.
Yeah, I think Jess would like to see level 2.
Level 2 would be nice, as compared to having to go back into 7, where she's already gotten the item out of.
Yes. So, this is kind of an interesting choice, because you could make the argument that you wait until you've gotten the bow to dig level 6. So that you don't get Goma blocked.
That would be unfortunate, though we've already seen it on Syscrusher's side that that Triforce is actually being guarded by a Dig Dogger.
Yes. Basically, you're deciding, I'm going to gamble that the bow is required for the Triforce in 6 versus gambling that it isn't.
Yeah. Here is another Take Any Heart for Syscrusher, the Transport Staircase for Jess.
Spectacle Rock is an entrance to health.
Yay! That's nicer than it normally is.
I once saw a modified first quest where generally they took all of the rupee secrets and turned them into door repairs and vice versa.
Oh.
One of the hints said Spectacle Rock is an entrance to wealth, and there was a large secret in it.
Oh, that's cool. Alright, so Jess, in order to find the Triforce, needs to hang a left and go south. Because right now, we know from having seen the map on Syscrusher's side that this level 6 is kind of all against the left side. Here comes the compass. There you go.
Yep. And these Marios have different hats than regular Marios. They are much more pointy.
They're pointy hats?
Yeah, Link's hat is pointy.
Okay.
And also, we're seeing combat.
Combat is good. I mean, we have a red ring, we got a wood sword and a wand, and now this Dig Dogger is going to be fighting for the opposite team, and he's gonna die.
Just probably dug that room for a key, because, you know, keys are still a limited resource until you find the any key.
Yeah, and there was also a floor drop in there somewhere. Even if it's just a heart, you're getting kind of in the territory of maybe being able to pick up the magical sword, but she hasn't seen it yet. Syscrusher needs to get a bomb drop, though. There you go.
And does.
Good,
all right.
Because that'll get him into level 3. Actually, it's the power bracelet that'll get him into level 3. Jess is going to find a Take Any.
Syscrusher is going to attack the bomb wall with a bomb and get it open.
Well, I mean, okay. We could always just jackhammer it open.
You know, if Syscrusher sees the hint for bow and 8, I feel like Syscrusher would go dig 2 over digging 7.
Good bomb force for Syscrusher. Yeah, that's a fair point. If he sees the hint about it, he would go back into 8 and hope that, you know, the silvers are at 9.
So where is level 2 is the question.
We're kind of running out of places where it could be, and I'm wondering if it's Coast Raft.
Coast Raft would be great.
It would definitely be amusing.
There are certain people who would be very unhappy with this.
Yeah, but they went to dinner, so they're not going to see. It's fine.
Syscrusher finds level 3.
Yeah, it's level 3 for Syscrusher.
Syscrusher's also got to go back and get the Triforce out of 5.
He does. Level 5
Or go to 7 and say, I'm just going to skip 5 strike.
I mean, 7 would get him silvers, but 7 is a lot larger than 5 as we get a fairy explosion in level 3. Because, yeah, we saw Syscrusher do all of East Death Mountain. We saw Jess do West Death Mountain. Have we seen the coast spots yet?
We've seen South Coast.
Okay, so I'm really starting to think that it's either the power bracelets over next to the Armoses, or it could end up being Coast Raft. Because
Coast Raft.
Vanilla level 2 was taken out by one of our any roads. And we've seen the desert on both of our runners' side.
Coast Raft is pretty dang likely.
Yeah, it's potential. Jess is going to pick up another heart out of a take any.
Now, Jess might actually find level 2 first because of looking for level 8.
Yeah, she has not gotten back to the power bracelets start. The power bracelet near the start screen. I can words.
Words are hard. Math is easy.
Yeah, alright, so Jess is going to screen scroll over. She's going to do the world wrap. Let's go see if she checks coast now. I don't think we've also seen anybody do the whistle spot down here.
Like, Jess is going to go check the coast.
Okay, I like this idea, because this feels like 2. Now, there are a couple of spots that it still could be, but this does kind of feel like 2. She's going to get a bomb pack for her trouble.
Both of them have checked the graveyard, and it's not there!
Oh, it's not Coast Raft. Alright, so whistle
have to pay the
spot down
toll.
near the open cave.
So, now, you see, that in that case, it makes sense, because you disturbed the guy on his island. He clearly went there looking for some nice peace and quiet, and then this dude in a pointy hat shows up and says, "Hi, I need stuff," and he's like, "No, go away."
Okay, so now we're going to see this whistle spot, which we haven't seen yet. And yes, very true. Well, it's not this whistle spot. Did we see Second Quest 7?
No.
Alright, so Second Quest 7's a thing. Did we have a candle? Okay, this isn't it, because it's a candle shop.
Yeah, I think Jess hasn't been to East Forest yet, hasn't done TQ7, and only has a few spots remaining.
Yeah, Syscrusher's gonna find the lovely shoot room in 3 that is sort of blocking us from the item. Alright, so here we go. Are we gonna get a... Yeah, we're gonna get the check here for Second Quest 7, which we haven't seen on Jess's side at least.
And it does open. But it's not
level
level 2!
Huh.
There's the book. The book.
Okay.
The book is on fire.
The book sets us on fire. I thought we went over this already. More hints. Well, Jess is like, I don't need these. Syscrusher's gonna get the Triforce and the book out of level 3. We have seen the ladder spots on the river from, I think, both of our runners, but we haven't seen, I don't think, the power bracelet spot. This is gonna take Jess into 8, though. Power bracelet spot that is 4 in Second Quest.
Mm-hmm. I thought
seen that one.
somebody checked that.
I don't remember, but I'm old.
I don't remember either, though. There we go. Jess gonna find level 8. Now, Jess might just say, forget it, I'm going to 7.
Well, yeah, because we don't know where 2 is. Hey, there's the hint that Syscrusher needs about the bow. Please let there be one about silvers.
Survey says, step over the water to reach the power bracelet.
Thanks, game. There's the map.
Survey says, play a melody to obtain the red candle.
Something's under a recorder spot or a dig dogger.
Probably 2.
What recorder spots have we not seen yet?
I don't know, but based
The
on the fact that 2 literally doesn't exist so far.
Well, yeah, but the whistle spots. Chad is asking us if we've seen the one in the grave, both of the ones in the graveyard. We did. Syscrusher actually, I think, whistled away from the ones to the north here. He's going to check their start screen. Because I'm pretty sure he checked the one that was 2 screens above this in the graveyard. So what other recorder spots have we not actually looked at?
You've seen the one that's near start that you would never know was there.
Yeah. Yeah, that one's always funny. Now, Syscrusher's going to check it again. Or, no, he's not going to check it again, because he's already checked it. We saw Recorder Lake, I think, because Jess immediately went back and checked it. Here's more hints for Syscrusher. We need a Silver's hint.
A feat of strength will lead to the white sword. Oh, you know what? I don't know if either runner has seen. There's the bow.
Williak lurks with the red ring, bow for Jess, so that means that the white sword's going to be an 8. Oh!
No!
What?
Oh, wait, hold on.
It's Dig Dogger block.
The
Power
spot,
bracelet.
Yeah.
The one next to the Armos?
Yeah, in Lost Hills.
Yeah, I don't know that we've seen it.
I don't think we have. And that's probably where level 2 is. But none of those were a hint for silvers.
No, but that I don't know if that's good or bad for Syscrusher. Thankfully, he has the book. Though if he can't find level 2, he now knows that he has to go back into 8 to go get the bow, which is where he's headed right now. Southwest Deadwoods was the white sword item wand, which we've already seen. Any key in 8 for Jess.
Means it's very likely the white sword is in 2. Jess doesn't know it, but Jess is probably going to check that spot on the way back to 7.
Yeah, that would make sense because, you know, she's got to go finish it.
And the trouble for Syscrusher here is he's got to get back to 5 to get that Triforce, or get into 7. Syscrusher's just now getting into 8.
Well, yeah, but the bow's not hard to find in here. So if he gets the bow, you know, he should be in relative good shape. Jess is going to get the Triforce out of 8.
Honestly, both items in 8 were pretty quick.
Yeah, they were really quick. The Triforce isn't very far beyond them either. And now that we have a red ring and a bunch of bombs and things like that, this enemy set isn't terrible.
But Syscrusher's got to go the correct way.
Yeah, he does. Well,
honestly,
yeah, you really can't. He doesn't have time to get lost in this level 8. Oh, don't clear that. Don't even worry about that at all. Jess is about to find the magical sword.
Just go try it on 9 hearts. That'll totally work.
Oh, yeah. Well, one day it will.
There's the compass for Syscrusher.
Compass is good. It kind of forces him in the right direction. Or at least will kind of point him in the right direction. Jess is going to double bomb that spot because she did get tagged by the P-hats while she was trying to bomb it.
Jess is going to go back in the cave to confirm that it was a door repair 3 times into the cave.
Maybe she's trying to get the spawn of Octorok or something. Alright. So yeah, I'm thinking it's got to be the power bracelet spot up in the Lost Hills. Oh no, get the bombs before the whistle takes her. There you go.
Where's Jess headed? Jess is headed back to 1. Not where she wanted to go.
Trying to whistle somewhere else.
Level 8, level 6, level 5, level 5.
Alright, there you go. Jess is just going to go back to 7 because level 7 is right next to level 5.
She's going to check the spot first.
Oh, I like this. Check this, see if it's level 2, because level 2 is going to be smaller than level 7.
And survey says, if the block pushes,
2.
it's level 2. We know this has a very high likelihood, if not, is guaranteed to have the white sword.
And that's not something we would be upset about finding, though at the moment it's buried under a bunch of whiz robes.
There it is.
There it is. Thank you, game.
Just sitting on the floor, pointing in the direction you need to go.
Yay! It's like, go get your Triforce and leave.
If you go in the direction of the arrow...
Now, conveniently... Oh, there's nowhere else to go in this level 2.
This level 2 is just a beating stick.
It's a key. It just looks like a key.
It's a key.
It's a key. It's here. Alright, meanwhile, Syscrusher's still working his way through level 8. He has not found the bow yet. This might be either the bow or the any
This is
key.
the magic key.
Okay, well, he knows the bow is here, and you're not going to say no to the any key.
Hi, Spiky.
Oh no, he's blocking another thing.
All the if the Spikies would stop blocking stuff, they wouldn't die as much.
If the Spikies would stop playing for the enemy team, it would be fine. Jess gets the compass one room away from the Triforce. Syscrusher gets his any key. He's gonna go ahead and check around here. Level... Yep, we already knew about the magic boomerang.
Well, Jess didn't, because Jess never saw it.
Oh, that's fair.
Oh!
She didn't need to. Oh, good. But we have a white sword now, and a few bombs, and red rings, so we're fine.
They're squishy. They're going down to 4 white sword hits.
Oh, that's not terrible. We like that. Okay, so Syscrusher continuing on to find, hopefully, the bow here in 8. Yes.
Nope.
No, that's the trick.
The bow was earlier in.
Well, he's not leaving here until he finds it. Now, Jess, meanwhile, is 1 screen away from level 9. She just has to go over above the waterfall as Syscrusher waves at the Triforce in level 8.
Gonna find rupees.
Ah, rupees are nice. We need to fire arrows. But alright, also, what are we looking for here in this level 9?
Well, we're going to be listening for the roar of Ganon, because while Ganon's contractors were good at making the walls bomb-proof, they weren't exactly soundproof, and Ganon can be heard from a room away, much like me whenever I'm streaming. And then we're going to be looking for a door that does not open automatically when you kill the enemies in a room, as that will be the location of Zelda. Alternately, if you've already killed a Ganon, that door will just freely open.
Yeah, it just goes pop.
Hi, Spiky.
There.
That one gets to live.
Alright, so the reason, people might ask, the reason Jess is clearing some of these easier to clear rooms, the beast awaits in the southwest of Skull, by the way. The reason that Jess is clearing some of these easier rooms is looking for the map, the compass, or, you know, other bombs are nice too.
Occasionally a $5 if you're low on money.
Yeah, but she's got 225 rupees. She should be okay to shoot Ganon once.
Crusher is going to pick up... hi, Spiky.
Okay, we go ahead and take the Triforce out of level 8. Syscrusher's gonna go back in. He got the hint about the bow being an 8. Hi, Zelda. How are you doing today? You're also in the southwest of Skull.
Oh, man, this could be a very quick level 9.
If we can figure out how to get to wherever in the world Ganon happens to be, and Jess is running a little bit short on bombs.
Thanks for the hint.
Thanks, buddy. He's sadly blocking the bomb wall that we wanted to go through. So Jess is gonna go ahead and kill the Dig Dogger. Now for a couple of different reasons. Yep, Spiky's being silly again. This could have a drop in it. It's blocking a shutter door.
This is gonna try to get into the corner, no dice. Wants a map.
Alright, Syscrusher, meanwhile, still looking for his bow here in level 8.
Let's see. Cannot bomb to the north.
We're now running out of bombs.
Jess is gonna take a staircase.
She kind of has to. I think we've run out of bomb walls and key doors.
Well, okay.
Yuck.
You can bomb count on the old man, yes.
Alright, we're gonna go a slightly different direction, maybe, this time? Syscrusher, sadly, is, I don't think... Well, no, I remember killing the Manhandla. Did we kill a Manhandla to get the bow?
Nope. Just gonna find another transport.
There's the heart on the floor, so Syscrusher definitely knows that he needs a staircase.
And Spiky just watched.
Well, I mean... Hey, Bomb Pack is amazing for Jess.
Yep. She's gonna pick that up and immediately continue on this path, seeing if there's another way around to get back to the southwest from here.
Well, yeah, because Ganon could just technically be in the top room of the southwest quadrant, so she might not have to get very far to the south.
Oh, there's no bomb wall there. What about over here? Nope.
Game said no.
How about another staircase?
Yeah, we like those. Those are fun, as long as they're not items. Hey,
speaking of items.
Speaking of items, yeah, there's the bow for Syscrusher. Now,
Right.
Syscrusher doesn't know it, but he does need to go back into level 7. Syscrusher didn't get the Triforce out of 5. He knows where 5 and 7 are, so it would kind of make sense for him to hopefully go back to 5 or 7.
But he's also got a pretty good idea as to where 2 is.
Yes, because he's cleared a lot of this overworld.
Jess is getting back towards the southwest.
Yep. Oh, we're gonna get fairy. Hold still, fairy.
If they held still, that would make it easier. Oh, hold on, we hear Ganon.
Yay! See, he's just barely in the top of that southwest quadrant.
And there's the 3rd hint!
Oh, game.
Well, at least if you can get to this area in 9, you can find all the hints. There's Ganon. Syscrusher finds 2.
Yep. And there's a nice convenient door coming out of Ganon's room.
Yeah, sadly that is not Zelda's room.
No, but it could take us maybe down in that direction that we need to go. Or we can just up A and walk it. There is the white sword for Syscrusher. Good stun lock for Jess until Ganon decides he's gonna dance a little bit.
I mean, I believe Ganon believes that the dance...
Oh, I like this. Jess is gonna bomb out.
Yep.
And this could be, yes, a
Oh,
really
hello.
good decision.
Okay, now we're in this room. There's the door!
Oh, there's the door.
And everyone please get your GGs in chat for jessandy, finishing with an official time of 59:57.
Alright, guys, we do have the fairly immediate forfeit from Syscrusher as well, so let's get some GGs in chat for him. And it looks like both of our runners are hopefully going to join us here.
We are now joined by jessandy. Thank GGs.
Thank you. Oh, so I was trying to figure out how close it was, but what was the big
Silvers.
silvers? Ah,
So
Silvers.
he's about to join us here, but you went into 7 early, took the transport. Welcome in GGs to Syscrusher.
GG's Crusher.
But yeah, one. Your mic is a little faint there.
Oh. There we go. Is that better?
Hey.
Oh,
yeah.
there we go. Blast your
Yay.
name.
GG, Jess.
GGs. So Jess was just asking what one of the main differences was, and one of the big differences early on is that Jess took a transport staircase in level 7 after getting the sword, found the silver arrows sitting on the floor,
Nice.
and then she was able to get the Triforce out of 5 on the first dip. I'm not really 100% sure why you ended up leaving 5.
I don't know. I think I was. I don't know. I'm not sure. Just wanted to come back better equipped, I guess.
Yeah. Okay.
yeah,
I mean, it makes sense because it
3
wasn't, you
hearts,
know,
I don't know.
it was, yeah. At that time that you had found it, you guys
Probably
only
not a
had a
good
couple of
idea.
hearts, wood sword. You know, it makes perfect sense. I just couldn't remember if it was something you had run into. Or,
Yeah, I'm not
what
sure
was
it would have
going
made
on.
a difference. Yeah, I was pretty far
Yeah.
behind, I feel like.
Well, it was kind of just, you know, you spent a lot more time in 8. You also spent a lot more
Yeah.
time in 6 because you were still looking for the bow at that point.
Yeah.
Jess had already made it up. She also went to Death Mountain a little bit earlier, got the book out of level 3, and then got the hint telling her
Oh,
that the bow
nice.
was in 8. She already had
Nice.
silvers, which meant that in 1, she basically got to find the raft and then go get the Triforce and get out of there as well.
Nice.
So like it sped everything up a little bit more because, you know, she had
Sure,
the hints
sure.
telling her where it was, or
Mhm.
at least where the items were, not necessarily where 8 was.
Right.
Yeah.
right.
I will say I somehow, luckily, when I saved and retried to go buy those hints up there, like bought the
Uh-huh.
one hint I actually needed. And I was like,
Yeah,
all right,
that
I'm
was a
not
good
any
one.
other ones. Who cares?
Well, the other one was step over the water to get the
Reach
power,
the power
bracelet.
Yeah.
I don't remember what the third one was. But we knew about
yeah, I
White
don't know.
Sword. We knew about the Any key being behind a power bracelet.
Yeah.
But
That
yeah,
was-
it was basically just that Jess had a bit more information, and it meant she didn't have to dig some of these dungeons.
Sure. Yeah.
We also forgot
Makes
the
sense.
level. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
No, I said makes sense. Go ahead.
We also might have forgotten that neither of you checked the spot by the Lost Hills Armos for where level 2 was for a
That's
while,
the-
so we just thought level 2 didn't exist. Or at least I thought level 2 didn't exist.
Well,
I mean-
I was pretty sure it was PV block because there was a PV blocked white sword. Well, I only had two.
Yeah.
I only had 2 overworld spots left in the whole world, so
I mean, I was
Yes,
rooting for
same.
Coast Raft, but, you know,
yeah.
I was a
Yeah, 'cause
little
I-
sad about that.
I think when I finished out Death Mountain and up aid to do the world wrap, I checked the raft spot and then I think I came back down to do spots
Yep.
instead
you
of
did the
going
whistle
up. So I
spot, yeah.
figured, I have the push block in the Lost Hills and 2Q4. I'll finish clearing out the big chunk of stuff I have left in the forest and the South Coast first. And then if nothing's there, I'll toot to 5 and just go next door and clean up those 2 spots. And of course, that's where it happened to be.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it all fell together really, really nicely because Jess could whistle to 5, get the get the
that was a
Triforce out, get
mistake.
that last check, get the Triforce out of 2, and then just walk straight into 9. So, it's just one of those right ordering the living daylights out of it.
Yeah, it definitely felt good.
I liked the little dance when you found the recorder after
Oh my gosh.
respawning from the Armos killing you.
Yes, I was just like, oh, I could do a little jig. Oh, I'm dead. I'm going to do a jig on the home screen.
Yes, and then it was nothing. And I was like, oh, we can whistle the home screen now. And there was nothing there. It's like, okay.
Yeah. I did love having that any road, though, so close to start to get us around a little bit, especially to get up into Death Mountain for bombs.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Because, otherwise, that is one of those screens that is just miserable. Because if there's nothing anywhere near it, you have to, go halfway around the world just to get to everything else.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, when I saw that start screen, I'm like, oh man, this is going to be one of those seats, isn't it?
Yeah.
But
Mhm.
It
But
almost
yeah, it
was.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, neither you guys were both playing really, really well. It just came down to
Yeah. Yeah,
Jess
my
got into
route.
Death Mountain and got that book.
With my route, I don't know if I could. No matter what I did, I don't think I would have made up that time. Yeah.
We did see all 3
Book
hints
would
at
have been
9,
nice.
so
yeah,
you would.
Book would have been super nice. Yeah.
We did see all 3 hints at 9, so you would have at least gotten a hint for Silvers outside of 9.
Okay.
mhm.
Yeah.
After
Yeah.
finding
Who knows?
Ganon and
I would have
Zelda,
found
but
that. Yeah. Yeah. There's
Oh,
that
and-
too. I might not have even found Silver's first time in.
And Jess was also the first of you two to see the White Sword wand. Though she did have to go back later to pick it up because she found it with 3 hearts.
Yeah. Okay.
yeah,
That was nice.
quite
I was
sad.
really
I was
happy
like,
to find that.
at that point, I wanted to cosplay Chester and just be like, give me all the hearts.
Yeah, and then then the dungeons weren't dropping hearts, so
No,
Yep.
that's for
it
sure.
took a little while.
I didn't get wand till 27-ish minutes in.
Yeah, somewhere around there. And of course, you guys had Wizrobe dungeons, so that was, because that was another difference is that Syscrusher, you found 8 early, and at that point, we already knew that Silvers were in 7, so we were kind of hoping that 8 being full of Wizrobes would eventually send you back into 7 as opposed to having to go back into 8. So if you hadn't have found the hint saying, hey, that bow is an 8, would you have thought about going back into 7?
I don't know. I'm not really sure. Maybe just because it's the Wizrobe dungeon. I don't even know what 7 was, honestly.
I
What
don't
was in
remember.
7?
Just
Was it
saw
nasty,
like
or-
five or six rooms.
Oh,
I
wow.
think.
Yeah,
Yeah.
literally, I saw 1, 2, 3, and then the first transport popped to the other side. There was a Goma with Silvers in the corner. I'm just like,
Mhm.
all right, I'm going.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I'm done by 7. I'm never coming back. until
Yeah,
the game
I
says
probably
have
was
to.
not going to 7. Probably not.
Okay, because chat was playing the favorite game of, well, what forces Syscrusher back into this
There was
level?
no
that-
reason for me to go
yeah.
to 7.
Okay. Though, the
Yeah.
Silvercent was
Mhm.
right
Yeah,
above Ganon,
yeah.
actually.
Yep.
Nice.
At that point, I had already seen 1, and I saw the bait block and the 2 key doors. So I was figured, all right, found the sword, pop into 7, maybe get a few keys so I can get past. Well, not only find the cheap bait shop, but actually be able to then open the doors if you feed him.
Yeah.
And just, happenstanced into Silver sitting there. So,
Yeah, and it was a good call because Syscrusher went into 5 and he was digging 5 early, and both of you guys had so many keys by
Yeah,
the
that
time
was
you
in there
left
for
7
all.
and 5. It was really nice.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That
one point I
5 is
remember
in
seeing
almost
11
every room.
keys.
Yeah, I had a lot of keys. And then I used them a lot. A lot of them in 6. I got down to like 3.
Yeah, 6 was just
on any
eating them up.
key.
It was
Yeah.
like 6 and 1 kind of traded places, because after you
Yeah.
get through like the initial 3 key doors in level 1, which you could kind of get around a little bit with the bait block, it wasn't terrible, but 6 was just like, nah, have another key door, and another key door, and another key door. Oh yeah, are you tired of these yet?
Here, have another key door. We replaced
Yeah.
all the shutters with key doors.
And then we put Triforces under Dig Doggers, so that was fine.
Oh, it was Triforces, it was keys, it was Spiky made all of the bad decisions this time.
It was definitely a thing. But yeah, I'll ask if you guys have any final thoughts about the seed, and if you have talked about race 2 yet.
We
No.
we haven't talked about it. I don't have any other thoughts about the seed, but yeah, I'm pretty much available. Not tomorrow night, but Thursday, Friday, Saturday, any of those nights. Or...
Yeah, I could probably do Thursday or Friday. We'll chat after and see, but obviously we'll probably finish up the series this week sometime. So.
Yeah.
Yay!
Yeah, I'm ready. I'm ready to be done. Win or
No,
lose.
don't say it that way. You're okay.
Oh, I'm
there you
not
go.
gonna roll over for you. That's for sure.
Well, oddly enough, this is actually you two. This is your first head-to-head race.
Oh, interesting.
Because we did the pony stats after looking at the numbers in the race room, where you guys are were only separated in race time GG points that are always entertaining. You're separated by 2 points.
Yes,
Yeah.
over the course of 214 races up to this point.
Yeah.
Dang.
Over our mutual races.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And no head-to-heads anywhere in there. That was the fun part.
Wow.
Yeah, it was kind of amusing. I was like, wait, really? They've never faced each other in a tournament?
Yeah, I don't recall it. That's for sure.
I don't think so. I mean, I think you've played more tourneys than I have, but
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, we're totally looking forward to race 2. I'll go ahead and wish you guys both luck. And yeah, we can go ahead and thank Crump for doing our tracking. Thank Alsoa for hanging out with me. And of course, thank our racers for a highly entertaining race that we got to watch.
yeah, thanks you guys. Thanks.
Thanks.
Cookies and burbs and crump.
I don't think we even made up any cookies today. Though he did ask me if I would rather have math or mint.
Or wait, mint?
I hate mint. Like, I absolutely hate
Oh,
mint.
Yeah,
like
for mint?
flavoring.
Yes, I hate mint. Mint is bad. To me.
But
Mint is
Mint
bad
is
to me.
not
So I
bad.
meant, right?
This is like you saying the second quest 4 isn't bad.
Because it's not!
Yes, it is. Have you forgotten?
No! And I still don't think it's bad.
Okay.
I
Anyway.
think we should also with all 2Q for the rest of his life.
Mhm,
Amen.
mhm.
I'm
I'm okay with this.
Like, I'm
And-
stuck
and
with
of
all
course-
2Q4, except Jess gets all the flutes.
Mhm. And
I'm cool
and,
with that.
And who gets the cinnamon rolls? Because I don't want them.
We'll give the cinnamon rolls to Fred as a gift.
Oh, I was gonna say chat. Chat can have the cinnamon rolls.
Yep.
Put
And
a
then
little scratch on 'em,
they
too.
can use cinnamon roll emotes all the time. I think this is perfectly fine. I'm okay with that. But anyway, guys, there is another race coming up here tonight on Speed Gaming 2. I believe it's race 2 of Potato Pony and Tabby Orange. Starting at 10 p.m. Eastern, so you don't have very long to wait. But anyway, I will definitely again go ahead and just thank everybody for helping out tonight. And yeah, have a great night.
Thank you for watching, everyone.